There's no doubt that Elvis Stojko will have it in his long program. That's what he does. But his greatest strength is also a weakness. Elvis is true to himself. He's not Baryshnikov, Astaire, Kelly. Elvis is a karate-kicking, dirt-biking, rock-and-rolling, quadruple-toe-looping kind of guy, and he has trouble getting the presentation mark. ILIA Kulik, on the other hand, has no trouble getting a mark first, second, artistic, athletic. He's a very balanced skater, very artistic, and the judges really like what he does. But what put him in first place in the short program was this. ILIA Kulik is probably the purest, most beautiful technical jumper to ever grace this sport.
ILIA Kulik is taking aim at the top and anyone who stands in his way.
Don't worry, I wouldn't shoot you.
If you're standing between ILIA and the Olympic gold medal, there aren't a whole lot of places where you're safe.
It's keeping me strong. It's keeping me in a good shape.
At 20 years old, Kulik isn't lacking for charisma or for confidence.
I feel really good after this. Really good.
ILIA has that edge that I think, drive young women crazy and make, judges and coaches go nuts.
He is just so talented. I mean, he really, if he nurtured it, he could be just brilliant, just incredible.
He could be, the best we've ever seen.
I heard a couple of times that I'm talented, and the people told me from my childhood.
When Kulik burst onto the scene as a rosy-cheeked 17-year-old at the 1995 European Championships, greatness was predicted. When he won a world silver medal 1 year later, that greatness seemed assured. But for 2 years, Kulik was a model of inconsistency. Once the question was when, by this season it had become if.
It's getting to the fork in the road that he really needs to sort of be a champion.
I believe that's time for him to really show who he is, how strong he is.
Sometimes I didn't struggle enough. I didn't struggle to the end, and that was part of my, it was my weakness.
But in a 21-day span in November and December, Kulik won first the NHK Trophy here on the Olympic ice, then Russian Nationals, and finally at the Champions Series final, he beat both Todd Eldredge and Elvis Stojko to establish himself as a strong gold medal contender. Suddenly, those doubts seemed a long way away.
My head is changing. My body seems the same, but the head changing a lot because of the age, and realize a little bit more things about the life and about the skating also. So I'm different. I'm really different from last year.
What is not different is the reaction Kulik gets from members of the opposite sex. But if you think his is the life of a skating stud, you might be surprised. Kulik's most frequent companion at his rustic New England home in Marlborough, Massachusetts, is his coach, Tatiana Tarasova. And when he's not skating, this is usually where you'll find him. Not exactly the life of a handsome bachelor.
When the practice is bad, the practice is real bad. Just coming home and sitting alone, and in your mind it's all around, and skating, and it's awful.
Without the distractions, Kulik can focus on living up to his billing as figure skating's young Baryshnikov.
I'm not trying to be like him, but I'm admiring him, and he has a big influence on my skating.
At the age of 20, ILIA Kulik has earned the respect of many of this sport's greatest names. Now he hopes to join their ranks.